Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a KV-1. It's a Tier 5 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the north spawn of Redshire and it's under the command of Saadharta of REBRN. And he's in platoon with the BDR-G1B alongside him, which is being played by Apache 6467. Game started. Well, we've had videos by Apache and Saadharta before. This time he's driving the KV-1, which is a firm favourite amongst many players because it's got such great range of guns. In fact, the one he's actually carrying at the moment is the 57mm. I'm pretty sure of that. Yes, it is. 85 alpha with penetration of 112. It goes through pretty much everything at this tier. There's not many tanks it doesn't penetrate. Of course, the KV-1, designed in 1938, saw mass production during 1939, saw action against the Finns in the Winter War and then against the Germans during the Great Patriotic War. It was actually a bit of a startling sight for the Germans, because when they saw the KV-1, they fired at it, they couldn't get it, they couldn't penetrate it. The armour was just too thick, it was too well angled, and the rounds were just bouncing off. Of course, the standard armament on most German tanks was, or around about that time, was a 47mm cannon or a 5cm cannon. Of course, they just didn't work against armour like this. So, yes, it was a bit of a surprise for the Germans. In fact, I suspect the Germans did actually see KV-1s before Operation Barbarossa started. And the reason I say that is because German tank engineers actually shared information on their tanks with the Soviets during the pact that they had, the non-aggression pact, that came just after the, or just before the invasion of Poland. Well, Apache's gone around one side, Saadharta's going around the other. Normally I'd say don't split up, but I think they wanted to do that just in case the enemy was round one side and then one tank could hold them in place while the other one went at them from behind. But Apache 6467's got a little bit ahead of us right now. The reload time, 1.85 seconds, is very, very quick indeed, but these are very small shells. It's 57mm, which is basically, yeah, a very, very small shell. Same sort of shell you might find on M3 Stuarts and the like. It's a very small caliber, so you can basically shove those shells in very, very quickly. And of course, normally when you shove a shell in like that, it snaps the breech shut the moment the shell goes home, because it is such a tiny thing, so you can put it in with great force. Okay, we've got a Matilda, Tier 4 British medium. First round bounce off him. Don't know where the second one went, but Apache's getting hits as well. And yes, he's getting pens now, and I think the Apache's worried because, yep, that's the end of his game. And you see he's using standard ammo. He doesn't need to use APCR at all, really, because the standard penetration is so good. The premium rounds are unnecessary. So the KV-1 became the basis of the original Soviet tanks before the T-34 came on the scene. And okay, we found a Hetzer. First round in, second, one more. Yep, simple as that. No premium ammo needed. Oh, and we've now got a VK, and that's now a medium tank, not a heavy anymore. Used to be a heavy. Yeah, he needed to do a leading shot on that one because it was just moving too quick for auto-aim to work. And I think he's going to turn right here and deal with that guy. Unfortunately, we lost, we did lose Apache. I didn't see exactly when it happened, but I suspect it was because he met the Hetzer, and the Hetzer had a go at him. Not the Hetzer hasn't got the kill, but somebody else did. Well, he's not getting those shots into the VK now, but somebody else did. In fact, it was a Striv M42, and now he's got a Death Toaster. And he should easily be able to go through that thing, but the only worry is, will he fire back? And he didn't get a chance to. Got another Matilda. He's manually aiming it now, and that's what you really do need to do to get the best effect. Auto aim doesn't work sometimes. It's not as efficient as some people would like. I know some people say, oh yeah, I just auto aim on and just keep moving and keep firing. But really, honestly, it's not as efficient as it seems. Okay, well there's the looks. And well, he is using auto aim here because he's close enough that he can't miss. Okay, T6 medium. He'll need to aim for the turret on that one. And he's angling. You need to wangle. That's better. No, he's lost sight of it. And the T6 has pulled back because he knows what sort of guns he's facing. And I'm afraid that Saadharta's rounds are actually mostly hitting the ground. And that was a Fifi's round. The 105 FH18B2 announced his presence over the other side of the map. That's a 105mm round hit Saadharta for 59 hit points. But it was a hit. Now he's lucky it's only that one shot, but if the Fifi gets another hit, then it could be awkward. He has got a repair kit, so he can get out of trouble if he needs to. Now there's only 4 left on our team and 5 on the enemy team, so it looks like they didn't do so well in the north. And well, there's an AMX ELC up there hunting our Fifi. And it looks like he's found him. Let's hope that our Fifi survives, because if he doesn't, we're going to be without any Arty support whatsoever. And there's the T6. We just lost our T6 medium. And I think that Saadharta's got him now. Oh! And we did lose our Fifi, but we got the T6 medium. In fact, actually, it was the Hetzer on our team got the T6. Now we've got the SU-85. Cross the river. Let's get it from the other side. Looks like the Hetzer got that one as well. So our Hetzer's got 3 kills. But the Fifi's making his presence known. Now Saadharta needs to get unspotted by the enemy. There is a strength somewhere up on the spotting hill, grid square F4. That was where he was last seen. He might not be up there though. He might have returned. The Hetzer would have seen him if he was there. So yeah, they're indicating grid square J2. And of course the Hetzer will see the Fifi if he starts moving about, but the Fifi will also see the Hetzer and probably try to kill him. And I can only think that the reason why the Fifi's not firing at us at the moment is because he can't see us, but he might be able to see that Hetzer. And the Hetzer's just been taken out by the ELC, and that means now it's 3-1. So there's the Striv. He's got 1 round in, 2. Can he keep moving? He's tracked. Of course, he burned his repair kit. He can just see the top of the Fifi. Gets 1 round in. Potentially got a high caliber. He's moving. Okay. Now takes out the Striv. Where is that AMX ELC? He must be heading this direction. And let's hope that he hasn't got the 90mm gun. He's more than likely going to come up behind us. But at the moment, we're on the reverse slope of this ridgeline. And so we don't need to have the gun facing forwards. We can have the gun facing somewhere else. And there's the ELC. And we've auto-aimed on. The Fifi can't attack us. And we picked up a steel wall. But that ELC is being a real pain. Looks like he's got the 75mm gun, not the 90. And we've been damaged in the engine. Is he going to pop up for one more? Well, the Fifi managed to get around into us. But will the ELC make a mistake of popping up? Okay, we're backing down, so the Fifi has to come towards us, and the ELC will have to come over the ridgeline. It's a long time before the repair kit comes back online. And he's basically facing a crossfire. The turret rotation on this tank is not that great, actually. This is a very difficult situation. Potentially got the high caliber, potentially got the steel wall, but he has to survive this battle. And if that ELC goes straight to the enemy cap, or to his cap rather, and starts capping, There's no way Saadharta's going to be able to get back in time to get a reset. Because with a damaged engine, he will crawl back. And of course the Fifi would harass him all the way. I am very surprised that neither of them have tried. I would have thought that the AMX ELC would go up onto that ridgeline in front of Saadharta and try to snipe at him from a distance. He's only got a 75mm gun. There he is. He's right in front. And one shot's enough to take him out. He made a big mistake there. He could have actually gone either to the other end to start a cap. But now that Saadharta's got his engine back in, he's a much more formidable weapon. We can only guess where the Fifi still is. We think he's in the corner. But of course, if our sixth sense goes off, we know that he's seen us. He's got a view range of 390 meters. There he is! Auto aim on. Go for the kill. One in the gun shield. And one more. Wins the game! Well done. After taking a lot of damage. Holes in the bottom, holes in the top. Well done, Saadharta. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's the first class tanker for Saadharta in the KV-1. He's had a first class before, so there's no scrolls underneath. In fact, I should think he's probably had an ace before as well. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in this one. He got a shell-proof duelist and a fire for effect. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7 in this one, but he did get 3 battle hero medals in this one. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. He got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in this game, and he got a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates, and his win rate from the game was 11,015, and that's very, very high, especially when you consider this is tier 5. So let's have a look at the team score. 2,539 hit points, easily the highest scorer, only person to get over 2,000 hit points in total, and the next high scorer was in fact the Fifi with 1,341, and after that it was our Fifi with 1,252. And when it came to kills, he's got the highest number of kills as well. He got 5. There's 2 tanks with 3 kills, the Fifi and the Hetzer, and nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 2. And when it came to base XP, he's got the highest in that. He's got the top in all 3 columns. 993 base for that one, 720 for the M4A1, 644 for the Fifi. And well, let's have a look at find out where Apache. Well, Apache went down to Corona Kid 19. Now, who is Corona Kid 19? There he is. He went down to the VK3001H that we fired at. Yes, so that was the one that killed Apache 6467. A bit surprising, really, because the BDR is actually quite a good tank, and I'm surprised that he got taken out by that tank, but I think he must have got caught or hit by a PCR. Let's have a look at detail. 70 shots fired. You have plenty of ammunition in this thing. 40 direct hits, 33 penetrations. It's very good at penetrating with that 57mm round. 2,539 hit points, of which 738 were at more than 300 meters. 15 hits received, only 2 penetrations though. 9 non-penetrations and 6 hits by way of splash damage, mostly from the Fifi. 1,070 hit points of damage blocked by armor, so he just qualified for the steel wall on damage, but he got more than enough because you only need 11 to get the steel wall of hits received, and he actually got 15. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 11 enemy vehicles damaged and 5 killed, and 409 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 30,296 credits. He got 40,000 credits for completing the mission and events, so his total 70,296. And after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 63,436 credits. He received 3 bonds, one for each of the high caliber steel wall and Confederate, and 993 XP for the game, times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,986 experience points altogether. So he says KV-34 go to Redshire. Not not sure why it's 34. It's actually a KV-1, but well, we'll just have to. That's some in joke, I suppose, that he's pulling on us there by saying that. But it was actually a KV-1, not a KV-34. I think he's thinking of a T-34. But anyway, maybe he's got it wrong. I don't know. It's an in joke, maybe. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.